Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to get this engine down to where I could look at all the pieces and parts and, as they say in England, the bits. And because, whatever I need I'm going to have to order. So what I found is the transmission is a little bit sloppy. I think I need a thrust washer in here, but the reverse and the low bands are pretty worn, so I probably should replace at least the low, or not bands, drums. So I should replace at least the low drum, but I won't know what's good and what isn't until I get it all apart. And because these drums, especially the low and especially actually the reverse, they tend to crack down in the webbing, and so we don't want any cracks. But it's looking like it's wore out. It's got the original valves in it. Pistons are worn. I've seen a lot looser that ran, so not too worried about that, but I noticed that the rods are kind of loose too, so I'm going to go ahead and first get this trans off, get the flywheel and everything loose, and we can look at what's inside. Okay, well, time to go to work. Okay, well, I don't know how well you can actually see any of this, but this right here, this collar, holds this clutch spring in, and it's got a pin that goes through the main shaft here, the trans and everything, and holds all of this together. And it's got a little detent in this top piece, so you have to squeeze it down, give it a turn to get it up out of the recess, and then you have you just squeeze it down, and all I do is take a pair of channel locks, get a hold of it like right in here, and you squeeze it down, and then you tap the other side down with a hammer till you get it all lined up, and then this pin, you can put a little drift punch in there and just push this pin out. It shouldn't be stuck. I haven't found one yet that was actually stuck. Not to say it couldn't happen. Maybe some rust and stuff, but so yeah, we got that part out. Now we got to do is get this off of here. Looks like it's almost there. You can see that spring popping up. Let's go around and get some more. Get the ultimate tool. It's called a hammer. Of course, some people say a hammer, everything is a hammer. And that may be true, but I would just as soon use the hammer. There we go. So there's your clutch spring, and you can see right in there, that's where this thing has got these little tabs that pin drops into. And I just don't know if you can see that. It's pretty dirty. But anyway, and of course you have to make sure your spring is twisted in such a way that you can get to the hole, at least on one side. It'll never be clear on both sides, but you can cheat it and get it through there. So that's that little piece there. Okay, now we need to get the throw. I guess we call that a throwout bearing. I don't know. Okay, now we need to cut the safety wire so we can get these bolts out. As we're going for the clutches. Get these out of here. Come on. Okay, there it is. Man, I got that one. Got that one wrapped in there nice and tight. Good job. Good golly Miss Molly. Oh well, I can get a wrench on that. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, take that apart again. Alright. So, everything's got a safety wire. Or a cotter pin. Unless somebody's been in there and taken things out. Which is the case here. Okay, you notice these bolts have a step on them. They're special bolts. Yeah, 2 of them came. Time to convince some more. Okay. There, she's getting loose. Now, let's see if we can get this to come loose. That's always a fun project. There's enough gunk and goo down in there. It'll like jam these plates in. And you just got to talk to them. Okay. You don't want to hit these hard because if you break them, then you got to buy a new one or find a good used one. And they're not cheap. And if I could ever find a way to get hold of it. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to let this soak. On the second thought, it's something. It is moving. Just not moving much. Yeah, that gunk is breaking up. It's loosening. Keep juicing it here. This WD-40 will just help break up a goopy goo. Oh, I can see it move. Oh yeah, it's moving. But it's not moving much. Oh yeah, that's coming up. Yeah. It'd be nice if you had something to pry against. It would help a lot, but that doesn't seem to be the case. There we go. There we go. Get down here and start pushing on that drum. Funny, you'll find once we get these apart, it looks like a modern automatic transmission down inside. There we go, it's almost off. In fact, you can use clutches out of a Turbo 400. There we go. There's that piece. This, these little fingers push on some pins, which either give you pressure on this little pressure plate. This you'd find in a modern transmission that just pushes pressure against the clutches and tightens everything up so you get a drive out of it. So this kind of does the same thing. When the spring is pushing on it, it's engaged. When you push on the low gear pedal to go into neutral or low, or pull out on the handbrake, that releases that pressure and lets this thing spin free. Okay, now let's see what we can do about getting the clutches out. Let's find out if they're original Ford. Okay, one. So there's, yeah, they are. They have no lining on them. They just squish together, and I don't remember, but I think there's 24 in here. And I'm going to go get a digger to get them out of there. There we go. Coming on out. Come on. Alright. Another bunch. Getting to the bottom. Getting close. Yeah. Getting close. There. We've done it. So there's your clutches. Pretty heavy pack. And they're all steel. There's no friction like a modern trans. Now you can buy a kit to put the modern frictions and everything in here. or you can go back and put the originals in. And these actually, they don't look too bad. They could probably go back in and be fine. Okay, that was the easy stuff. Now there's a basket in here. I'll move the camera, we can get up, or we can get you up in there and look. Okay, this, see now everything turns nice and free because there's no clutches in here to hold it all together. This basket has a little set screw in it with a cotter pin through it so it won't back out. And it's got a little recess in this, and a key. And the trick is to get these pulled off without ruining them. So we'll take the cotter pin out, and I can get a puller in these two holes here. There is a tool for it. I don't have the tool, so I'm going to have to do the improvising. Man, everything feels really nice there. Actually, one of the better ones. I took one apart, there wasn't a piece in it. Every bit of it was just toast. All the drums were cracked. The basket where the clutches ride was completely worn out. It just was shot. Shot. Okay. Okay, now the object is to get this basket out without hurting it. Not much of a challenge. They're pressed on pretty tight. And it doesn't take a lot. You do end up bending them, so I don't want to do that. Pretty tight, pretty tight. Yeah. Okay, well, I've tried everything I can, and I don't have a puller suitable to get these gears out, the gears off, so we'll have to do that in the next video. Anyway, yeah, once you get this gear off, then everything, you can split all the drums and inspect them and clean them and inspect them. So, what can I say? We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.